What's going on, guys? John here from The Real Talk, back again with another review for you guys. And today I'm going to be reviewing Tonya, obviously the Tonya Harding movie. To be honest, guys, I really like the movie. I have my problems with it, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But before that, I don't really. I was a very young kid when all these events happened, so I don't really remember a lot. I mean, I grew up and I've heard of Tanya before. I know she was a skater, but I never really heard her story. So I was really interested to see this film, and obviously because of it's been getting a lot of buzz as well, like all award season and stuff like that. And I really like Margot Robbie and Craig Gillespie, I think that's his last name. He's done some pretty good movies. Obviously, first and foremost, Lars and the Real Girl was a fantastic movie, and he's done some, like Fright Night, I think, and he did. Damn, I'm forgetting the other one he did. He did The Finest Hours, I think. Yeah. So he's a director. Okay, cool. Let me see what he has. And plus, the trailer looked really like it really popped. Had this sort of style to it, sort of vibe. So I really want to see it. So, like I said, I really liked it, guys. But I did have my negatives with it. First and foremost, I want to say that I felt like it kind of dragged in some places, and I felt kind of like, okay, let's kind of get back to the main plot of the story here, And with that being said, I just it kind of didn't, obviously it didn't flow well, but kind of I liked the fact that they were going back and forth, of kind of these characters getting interviewed, or these people getting interviewed, and kind of remembering things, how it happened, stuff like that. But sometimes I'm kind of like, okay, like, why do we have to cut here, But there was one brilliant cut that I really loved, involving Allison, Janney, and I'll talk about the casting in my positives. So yeah, basically the flow, I didn't really think it flowed well in towards the middle-ish, kind of maybe a little bit towards the end, but then I thought it ended solid. Another negative is that, I mean, I love all these songs and this music, but sometimes it just kind of didn't really, I felt like it was just there to be there, and a lot of times, I've said this in the past, when you use these type of songs, it can be they can be used in this great moments and stuff like that, and kind of add to it. But in this movie, I kind of felt like it kind of had an Atomic Blonde effect, that they just kind of had the music because it sounds cool, and it kind of just But there are some moments that the music was used good, but some of those, like I said, kind of But other than that, guys, I don't think I have much to say negatively, obviously. But starting with my positives, I really love this movie because of the performances. I feel like, if anything, you should go watch this movie, and I recommend it to watch the performances. Margot Robbie is just fantastic as Tonya Harding. She just gives this very well-rounded and diverse performance. Obviously she has to go through a lot, and from obviously from Tanya's life, from very early on into her later part of her life. So I feel like she just encapsulated this character, because I don't know really a lot of you. Obviously I don't know Tanya, but I don't really know a lot about her. But I felt like for this story, it just felt like she gave this performance another kind of made us connect with her as well, and kind of sympathize for her in some ways, not all of them. But I feel like she did a great job with this character. Also, her mom, I gotta talk about Allison Janney here. I think she should get, not first and foremost get nominated, but also win for Best Supporting Actress. I can't think of another role this year that just, man, she was just so fantastic. Every time she came on the screen, I was just watching her. And like I said, there was this one part of the movie where it goes back and forth, and then it just goes back to her, and it's just so hilarious. I was dying for a bit. But yeah, she's just this sort of mother who's kind of tough on her, obviously tough, and kind of really kind of a bad mom. But at the same time, if you really peel back all those all those things that she does, and kind of when she's rude, and she's kind of she's kind of doing it to push her daughter, in this weird way. So there's that kind of relationship. There's really this great scene almost towards the end of the movie. I won't say too much about it, but it was really a nice moment. For what it was, because then something's revealed and stuff. So But anyways, I think she was phenomenal. And Sebastian Stan, I think he really did a great performance too. Obviously I haven't really seen him in a lot of films besides obviously his role in the Marvel films as Bucky and the Winter Soldier. But I thought he did a pretty good job, and he's supposed to kind of play this guy that we're supposed to hate, you know, and this guy that's kind of just, you know, mellow and kind of, you know, at least he wants us to think, you know, because there's all these, well, to him there's all these rumors and stuff like that. And just, I don't know, I thought he really did well in the type of character that he played with, especially with Tonya. So I thought he did a good job. And also just, oh, you know, now that I remember it, I don't know if there is some CG used, but some of the scenes where there's the skating's going on, I felt like there was some CG used. And maybe obviously because Margot Robbie's not a skater, you know, obviously she did learn, but and I don't know, some scenes where she was skating, I kind of felt like it was CGI, so I was like kind of like what the heck. But you know, like I said, maybe it was needed to be used. So I mean, I don't know. That's why I don't know if it's a negative or something. I don't know. Just thought I'd mention it to you guys. But other than that, guys, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about I, Tonya. Other than the story, also it's kind of a motivational one as well. Kind of just being against all odds and kind of coming from this place that is not giving you, you know, like everything to succeed. Like it is to the best of its ability, but a lot of people, you know, like she says in the movie, a lot of people don't think I would be able to amount to anything, you know. Excuse me. At least I was told that my entire life, so you know I'll prove them wrong. So I like that aspect of the story, obviously, and yeah, I think that's all I had to say. This movie's a very like I said, I think you should see this movie for the performances. The movie overall, you know, I can't really say anything much about, you know, the cinematography, the score, or anything. You know, it didn't really stand out. The story itself is cool. It's a good one. I think Chris Gillespie. I think he did a good job in trying to balance a lot of stuff. Like I said, the music and stuff kind of didn't really, you know, mesh well at times. But other than that, guys, I, Tonya, I think I would give it. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think that's a good score because, like I said, the performances are great and stuff like that. But the movie overall, it's just a good movie. You know, it's not a great movie like I wanted it to be. Like oh my god, but definitely the performances are as what pushes it to that level. And I think they were able to carry this movie and kind of make it, you know, more of I guess more watchable, you know, than it really is, you know. But yeah. But if you guys, as always, if you have seen the movie, let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. And guys, I do have other reviews. I did one yesterday for Downsizing, and then the previous days I did one for the Florida Project, Call Me By Your Name, and then last week I did one for The Shape of Water. So if you guys want to see my thoughts on those films, there you go. And if you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk with 2Ks on Instagram and Twitter. Until next time, guys, I'll see you at the movies. Later.